Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt and today I'm not a person, I'm just going to simply be a cat for reasons. And the reasons are quite simple. My light switch is broken. I am still here and I am still wearing clothes. See, I'm still here. It's just, I don't even need my little light. I could turn that off and just be like how I used to stream when I did this, like, even before I started. I just stream like this as if this is a good idea. No, we're not doing that. Gives sort of an ambiance though, doesn't it? Ooh, spooky. But anyway, we're being a cat. Yeah, but my light switch broke. I was mocking Panda the other day. Went to turn on my light switch and it didn't work. And she was like putting a lot of force in it. I'm like, it's a light switch, it's not that hard. She's like, no, it's really hard to turn it. Like to flick it. And I'm like, okay, sure. I was like, okay, classic girls, right? Can't turn on a light switch. I'm joking here, by the way. But then I tried to turn it on today, and I heard something snap inside of it. So yeah, no, it's ifed, mate. We're gonna redeem what the shirt. Okay, well, see, now I have to show off my shirt, don't I? Today's shirt is a polo shirt. Ooh, it's another reason why I could have been a cat. It's black and has a red stripe. It's almost, but only on the front. I never realized that. It's only from the front. Got lazy with that red material. It's almost like I tried to do a Star Trek uniform but failed. It's a failure of a Star Trek uniform, that's what it is. Ready for a polo game. Ooh! We are. Sorry, I don't know what the hell that noise was. Anyway, so we're going to try and get more steam so we can get more tin. More tin is the name of the game at the moment, so we can get a tin train. We get everyone's favourite Belgian reporter Tintin on the scene. Okay, and I'm being called by my wife. I bet you I know what. Sorry, I'm going to be back in just a moment. Goodness gracious. Okay, the text is kind of a lie. I wasn't putting him to bed. I just needed to get him water because he decides. I think he's realised that if he says that he's thirsty before going to bed, he gets stabbed like for a few minutes longer. And so he's like, bottle, bottle. Oh my gosh. And so Panda's trying to put him to sleep, but she can't really move because she'd have to leave the room, and that gives him free rein to run away. So I have to go and do it. It's okay, I'm not mad or anything, it's just that's life as a parent, you know? Okay, so he is 2 and a month old. 2 and a month. He's a sneaky little lad sometimes. Yeah, I know. But time's really crept up on us on that one. Yeah, he's 2, and he is right chatterbox. His favourite food is donuts. If you give him a glazed donut, he will polish that entire thing off on his own. It is very funny to watch him do it because he will just end up with like frosting all over his face, and he will have no regrets in life about that. He'll just be like, he just wants that donut. You know what? Funnily enough, I think what we do is we also go upper priority that way, and then we're going to swing this around. Funnily enough, put it back through here. Now, you know what? Once it's here, there's no reason to... do it that way. Because I've got this Coke that we don't need, might as well use it. I've tried other food glazed toppings, like glazed pizza or glazed chocolate milk. Sorry. Glazed pizza, I believed existed. Glazed chocolate milk, I think you're having me on. Glazed chocolate milk. How do you glaze chocolate milk? I assume you are joking here, but I don't know. I'm like 90% sure you're joking. But that's not 100%. One could, if someone did the maths. I need steel, okay. Glazed pizza, I can imagine glazing a pizza. And some steam engines, got it. Funnily enough, I don't know why I decided to build steam engines, but it turns out it was the smartest idea I could have ever done. Only reason it's not 100% is because America exists. I mean, yeah. But I still don't know what the heck glazed chocolate milk would be, so I don't think that's real. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put these in there. I'll find them later. I don't think I need these secondary crushers. I can put those away. That's not even crushers, that's the wrong thing. I don't know where my secondary crushers go. Over here. As an American, you confirm we do not have glazed chocolate milk. Ah, no, you're the wrong state. The other state has it. I know what you're thinking. The other state has the glazed chocolate milk. Not your state, it's a different state. I'd also like to do some work to improve this, which I'll do that as well. More widgets. Yeah, see, you're in New York, not the South. Or the West. Or the Southwest. Like, it really depends. One thing I've learned about America is if you just say, no, it happens in another state, you just kind of got to believe it. What are you going to do? Go to every part of America? Go to the home of the world's largest heart attack? Which I assume is a real place. Probably called the world's largest heart attack. If Ohio didn't exist, someone would have to invent it. Why would someone have to invent Ohio? What is... Sorry, what is so important about Ohio that someone needed to invent Ohio? Not having to go at Ohio over here, I'm just confused. Ohio gozaimasu. Yep, okay. Now we're just saying hello. Why don't I just do that? See if those numbers are about right. The ingredient is tin grade 2. No, we probably need one more. Okay, well then we do one more. It's not a big deal. And that should be pushing tin out like nobody's business. Absolute 10 out of 10 right here. Okay, and with the tin being pushed out, like an insubordinate child... actually... No ash ever comes out here anymore, so we'll do that. Pull that all up. Pull that all up eventually. And what's up with Ohio? Does Ohio have a lot of weird foods? I'm not familiar with the problems of Ohio. That can also be pulled apart, I think. Since zinc is more reactive than tin, it can push tin out of a tin chloride solution. A process famously demonstrated in the tin hedgehog experiment. Geez, that sounds medieval. Okay, I think now if we check out tin plates, I mean, yeah, we're doing 225 per minute. Whereas before we were doing 70. So yeah, tin's doing really well. We could possibly push it a little faster, but I don't think we need to. I think we're already pretty happy with tin. Oh hey, we can actually get rid of that whole snaking thing now. And I think that's all good. Okay, great. So what I'd like to do now is have a train station that can carry the tin to its magical destination, which may or may not be Ohio for some reason. Sometimes trains just gotta go to Ohio. Like, that's not a weird thing to say. Maybe it is a weird thing to say. Again, I don't know anything about Ohio. The Tin Hedgehog does sound pretty medieval, though. Like the Iron Bull. Is the Iron Bull? What's the one where they put the person into a big cow, like a brass bull, and then they like heat it, and the person screams, and it sounds like the bull is mooing. Brazen Bull. Is it? Okay. Also, I'm not sure that was actually a real thing. Like, a lot of those torture equipment people just made up and said, oh yeah, people totally did this. Be like, oh my gosh, how barbaric. But it's not real. I don't know if this is one of those. It very well could be. My lord, these people were such barbarians. You can't just turn a man into a screaming cow, you know. Little did they know, you absolutely can turn a man into a screaming cow. You shouldn't turn a man into a screaming cow, but should and shouldn't are not the same as can and cannot. Ask me again, I shall turn you into a screaming cow. I feel like that's where you say like that, ooh, don't threaten me with a good time. You know? I feel at some point this tin mine is going to be, or this tin refinery is going to be moved. We're not there yet, but I think it's going to happen one day. Okay, so that's going to get a small amount of tin. Such a small amount of tin, too. That is just a bloody minuscule amount of tin. Ain't no one can live like that. Damn girl, you live like this? Those are not cargo wagons. I always like the damn girl you live like this meme. I don't know why, it just makes me happy. Oh, we need to put a little bit of coal in you. Okay. We're going to continue finishing my tin mining because, I mean, hell, if we can refine better, you know? I'm a refined gentleman. And other lies I tell myself to help me sleep. that kills the power grid for a little bit. Fear not, for it shall be fixed. Perhaps. Mayhaps. There we go. And then what I shall do is this. Extend that out a little bit more. We are going to run out of belts, apparently. The important part is more tin. I mean, it's fine, I guess. See, now the steam's not being enough, but that's okay. So I think we just need to go get some... Where is my car? Over by the salt. Oh my god, that's a stupid place for a car to be. Ah yes, this set of stations should be called privacy. What a dumb name for a station. Equipment out of fuel. Really? Huh. Interesting. Why do we not have a train doing this? I think I may have broken something. Because I changed that, didn't I? I will fix that in a second. I changed this. Stack thresholds. Maybe what it should be saying is 2 stacks. Maybe I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. Because it's wanting 2,000. There's 2,000 here. So why is it not calling it? When it was 20, and if it was like this, then a train just immediately gets called, right? No. No train gets called. Okay. Oh my gosh, I know why. Because it's not actually linked to it. Okay, well let's go back to stack threshold. And then when that's linked to it, that should actually probably request a train. There it goes. Requesting 2,000, okay. It's fine. Can we make more electronics factories? I think just one will probably do me just fine. Now, some iron plates pretty much should do me well. And you always want to be done well. I don't need to explain why. Destructive, what am I lacking? Copper. It's always copper. It's not always copper, sometimes it's tin. Sorry, iron. Right now it's always... By the way, I don't have my camera on, but I'm still doing like the motions in front of it, like the little wave in front of my face, like, yeah, that's no big deal. Like, I'm still emoting even though you can't see me. This is why I need to have a proper VTuber animation. I don't think I'm ever going to actually do that. That's a joke. I'm quite happy being a cat. Like this. I have no desire to go further into the world of being a cat. What a weird sentence that was. We are beginning to run out of power poles again. Which I say is a little concerning. It's probably chromium we're lacking at the moment. It is. We'll come by some chromium shortly. I look forward to when I get the logistics bot, so that way I can just start logisticking my way out of these problems. Okay. So I need more capacitors. I've done a little bit of work. What the hell's that? Electronics Mark 1. Hell is that used for? Nacelles. You know what? The less I think about that, the happier I'll be as a person. What's that wood going into these days? Oh, it's being used as power. You serious? Okay. I feel like it's when I was using cellulose and it was just handy to have the wood there. Okay. High-powered resistors, please. I know they say resistance is futile, but I need some resistance. Good news. If I do this, this actually connects. I was so excited there for a second. I was like, it actually connects it properly. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't at all. Okay. There was some real joy there until I realized I was stupid. Okay. And we need to connect that like that, or things aren't going to work properly. Can we go a little further along? We can. Brilliant. Those aren't connected to anything, which is very funny. I'll put some lights down as well. Now that needs to come into here, I believe. Nope. 10. Chill your beans. Now, hopefully that makes more simple circuit boards. I'd also like to burn the old batteries, which I've heard would probably be quite explosive if you did that in real life. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta throw batteries into fire and just hope that you live. You know what? No. Better plan. Rather than do it that way, do it this way. You get your own one. This, all going well, should make so much more stuff. Oh my gosh, it's consistent. Oh, there's no way in hell we got the resources for this. It's spitting out 75 a minute. Truly, God has smiled upon us this day. Smile and a wink, though. That is a God who is going to be asking for favors later. If you know what I mean. And I'd be happy to grant them, for I have 75 chips per minute! Again, you can't see me shaking my fist at the screen in, like, ambition. Shakes fist in ambition. There we go. Empty the train just a little bit faster. Okay, I think I just need one or more belts, and then I think I'm done with playing with tin for a bit. That's done. We can delete that. Too much stone. Still haven't dealt with that problem. Oh, you know what? I think the lack of coal is now causing us problems here too. What if we did like a little bit more? I don't know if I've got enough. I don't have enough for more burners, I think. No, I need iron. Interesting. There's always something. There's always something with you people. What do you mean, you people? Oh, shit. I've just you peopled myself. I guess Solburn took the same angle as me. I did there. What do you mean, you people? Solburn saw the joke. And he went with it. As he damn well should. Okay. Tin is still slow, but I imagine we probably don't need a lot of trains of it. So I think for now that's probably okay. I would love to get my new fish farms up and running. Also, I was thinking a little bit more about moving the biomass to a place that's actually useful, bringing in trees, but I don't really need the additional power right now. So we can just leave that where it is. But it's cool knowing that we could do that. I was also thinking about making like a proper coal power plant instead of the boilers. We actually heat the things, the stuff and the tings, but don't need to do that just yet. Okay. I'm gonna go grab the tin train. It's not nearly sufficient, but that's okay. Quite frankly, it doesn't even have to be. How am I doing the drop-offs? Have I done a drop-off like this yet? Yeah, I have. It was over here. Okay. Let's just... Okay. Ah, shoot. Can we maybe just like shift that down a little bit? Tee-hee. Oh, I never actually got more fuel for my my power packs, but that's alright. Well, that reminds me, I've got a power packs comic I was wanting to read. Or power pack, rather. I went to the library and I was looking at the kids section and they had like a Marvel comic, which was like, I don't know if this is a kids book, but like it has kids in it and it is kind of childish, but I don't know if it was like that level of kids book. But I was like, hell yeah, I love Power Pack. So I got a kids book out of the a book out of the kids section of the library for myself. But I mean, it's Power Pack, man. Who doesn't love Power Pack? They had Wolverine pretending to be Wolverine, who is the evil clone of Wolverine. It's not a real character, but, you know, the villains didn't know that, so it was Wolverine, which I thought was very funny. You know what? I still think it's very funny. I mean, I still watch Disney movies. Like, there's nothing wrong with watching Disney movies. Disney movies are pretty damn good. Okay, I'll rephrase that. Some of them are. I don't know about some of the new ones. If Disney movies? Okay. And if Disney? I mean, sure. I like them. I mean, I don't care about the company so much, but I like Disney movies. Are they the best things in the world? No. But, yeah. I like them. Oh, look, I've got nothing against being childish. That's never been a concern of mine. Okay. Quality! We're going to increase the quality of the stream. Hell yeah. Okie dokie. You might as well just sit there for a second. Not like you're doing anything else. No, Disney's practices, I agree, are not great. But they never have been. Like, Disney has always been quite a shady company, giving a family atmosphere for shady business dealings. That's always been the case. But I mean, I'm gonna watch him because I am a tool that way. Is that crashed? Oh no. Oh no. Yes, things have crashed for reasons that are entirely obvious and preventable as per normal for me. Okay. Fuel. Do I have any fuel that can be train worthy? I got some wood. Yeah, I should have fixed that a while ago, but I didn't. Oh, hey, I get to use this part of the track. That's nice. One of these days. Someone didn't signal. That's pretty typical for Seif. I don't know why we're surprised or why we even fake it. I would now like to go to... Yeah. Where'd the fuel train go? I have no idea. Oh, I should be doing research. Good day, Topo. I don't really care about this research that I'm doing. It's just I gotta do something with my time, so I might as well research. Might as well get them researched. I've had a quick look at the turds, and none of them actually seem very useful to me right now. But we'll have a look at them when we're next working on those things, so we don't get too excited and turd up where not required. I would like to turd with purpose. That should keep me going for a little bit. Okay. Now at this point, I think I don't really want to worry about that right now. Preserving the archive for 15 minutes, as if that's an actual length of time that matters. Okay. Oh, I've got to feed the beast. I gotta feed some. I gotta feed my animals because my animals are getting sad, and that's actually causing problems in other places of the factory. I also need a glassworks. Let's sort these out now. Glassworks requires iron, copper, and more steam engines because everything requires bloody steam engines. Whoop. Glassworks. I sure hope it does. Is it worth building some more Railseer plantations? Probably. Ugh. They're not easy to build. And I would like some more automated assemblers. Shaft, gearbox, intermetallics, simple circuits. Okay. Okay, something started to run out. These, huh? Because the amount of tin that I don't have. Interesting. Despite my hard work in making sure tin is advanced, it's still not advanced enough. Truly can't win them all, can you? So for the automated factories, I needed gearboxes and shafts. And then I needed some intermetallics, which is actually surprisingly easy to get. He says, as he sort of wonders where his intermetallics are kept. There they are. And some steel. Go. Did we ever make more of these? No, not really. One day. One day we'll make more. Okay, I think we need to go find animal food. Because I think my antimony is causing problems. Okay, so animal food can be acquired over here. We just need to go get like 2 stacks of jerky. Or I could get 2 stacks of brains, I suppose. I mean, they'll turn into jerky when it goes bad anyway. I think that's how it works. I don't entirely remember, but it seems to ring a bell in my mind. And one of them is just sitting there, right next to the food. You absolute idiot. Of someone who needs brains, it's you. Okay. There you go. We do need to deal with all this chitin at some point. Don't really have a plan for that. I mean, we can turn chitin into geothermal water. What is chitin good for? We can turn it into geothermal water, so technically we turn the chitin into power. We can also turn it into biomass, which, I mean, that's probably worse power, honestly. It's used for a bunch of other stuff, but I mean, we can do it. That requires a little bit of stuff that we don't have right now, but I mean, it could be fun. Could be fun. Now that should do everything I need that to do right now. In fact, I might even pick up this train. Because at this point, I think we've got... everything I want. Oh wait, we need batteries. Wait, hang on, batteries aren't far. Batteries just over there. Because we do not have a constant combinator. Aha! Okay. Also, no, okay. There are a couple of things we need to do. Might as well grab this train back. Fuel. Excuse me? Okay, let's go feed this animal. Then we'll get batteries and then we'll come back here. My train journeys are getting a little bit more crazy and I appreciate that. Fosh has never really been finished. It was supposed to be a apostrophe, instead it was a semicolon. Not ideal. You want some brains, buddy? Have some brains. Nope. Eat some brains. There you go. I say we get the laboratory equipment together, and then we work on the Relcia for a little bit. I mean, this isn't actually that hard to build. Like, this is really simple. It's just getting everything together. And then we have that part. Then we have the first part done. The first part will be done. That's exciting. What do I want the batteries for? Constant combinators. And also probably some deciders. That could probably also be done better if we go into, say, here. We'll fix that in a second. hoping a train gets dispatched for this now. Sure does. Now, I won't actually do anything yet because we need to still get some other stuff, but going in the right order. And maybe a couple of cheeky things there, and then that's that way. Shift that a little bit. Go get some more. Just put these rail signals everywhere and just hope that sort of fixes it. Yeah. Keep adding rail signals, you'll know when to stop. The trick is I actually don't ever know when to stop. How are we doing with 10? 10's going okay. I mean, we don't have quite as much steam as I think we need. Do we need to fix that? Not now. That semicolon is bothering me. And now it is no more. Alright then. Holy shit, how do we do this? Laboratory equipment. Like equipment chassis, that's the first thing you need, right? The equipment chassis is tin, simple circuit board, and iron neck slits. Okay. So, tin, iron neck slits, and... wait. Oh, it's probably loading the iron neck slit right now. Yes, it is. Okay, that's cool. And also we need the basic circuit boards, which is going to be a bit of a problem because they haven't actually arrived yet. Because I don't even think they've started to load yet. Nope, they have not, because we wanted to focus on getting these things. Why do we not have more of these? If I remember rightly, tin was a problem. No, yeah, tin's a problem. Okay. Then that, by extension, means we actually do need to do that now. Wow, how handy is that? We figured out our next solution, our next problem. Never what I think it is, though, is it? I'm always like, this is my next problem, and it's like, no, it never was. Oh, okay then. So let's go get some steel. Get from here. I mean, the good news is I can just get on a train and just, like, drive off now and be like, ah, it's none of my problem anymore, boy! Like, it's just nice to be able to just skip somewhere and just arrive there. That shouldn't be going anywhere. It is not. I would like some burners, sir. May I have some burners? Burners? You want some burners? And what are you going to burn with them? Anything I can, sir. That's a little creepy. Go ahead. Please, sir, may I burn everything? The real way Oliver Twist would have been improved. Can I have some more? More what? Napalm, so I may burn the other children, sir? Yes. I'll be honest, I know nothing about Oliver Twist. I assume he wasn't just wanting to burn the other children. But I don't know. I don't know much about Oliver Twist. Maybe he was wanting to just burn other children. Maybe that's normal in Dickens, England. Oh, right, that train's going to stop there in an annoying fashion. Fine. Okay. That should do quite a lot more work in making steam and also, by that extension, tin. Focus output that way. Ideally, I just want to be mining just so much. The more tin we can output, the more everything else just runs a little bit smoother. I think we just needed a couple of crops here. Did I turn off my drone somehow? No? They're just lazy? I just don't have any jaw crushers. Oh, well, that's probably gonna do it. Okay. But again, checking tin. I have a funny feeling it's what it was doing. I mean, we're at 242 plates per minute as opposed to the 60 or 70 we were at before. I mean, that's a huge increase. Power has not really increased much over the last 50 hours. Oh, maybe the last 147 to... Okay, power consumption has doubled in the last 50 hours, which is actually not too bad. I think it would do more than double. Kind of concerned now, is it not doing enough? I'm sure we'll come to a research and it'll just consume like 18 gigawatts of power and I'll be like, okay, now we have a problem. Right, what was the plan to do with this coke? The whole plan was to make okay. actually. I have a plan to deal with that gas. Is it relevant right now, though? Is it important right now? I don't even remember what I was looking at. It was important for batteries. Yes, it is important. One day we're actually going to start building the things I want to build. I don't know when that's happening, but one day. Okay. I was here. Probably fastest place to get to is over here. Now what we can do, there's a few things we can do with that gas. I think we should do everything we can. So first off, make some hot air, and then the rest of it turn into... So let's make some hot air. Which I totally remember how to do. Warm stone bricks. Ah, fudge stone bricks. Flip me. I'm hot air. I'm certainly full of hot air. I respect that. I'll change that to anything. Got a couple of problems here, okay. Look, it's like I always say Carnifex. Better be hot air than dead air. I never say that, but I should. It's actually a really good line. That is a good saying. It is. Unfortunately, it's not a thing I've ever said, but it is how I feel with streaming. I would rather keep talking because talking is more interesting than... I should copyright that. No, not at all. I think, if anything, I would like other people to use it. Because it's like my biggest advice to streamers. Oh, what do I do when I don't have anything to talk about? Keep talking. You keep talking until you die. That is how you stream. Open source is overrated anyway. Perhaps. I don't think anyone's ever really asked me for real advice about how to stream though. Okay. Hey! Hobbit! Welcome, everyone. How's everyone doing? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I'm sure you all know Hobbit. I've raided him a bunch lately, but he's returned the favor. It's nice to see. He was playing Factorio, no surprise. Uno reverse, exactly. I have to draw 4 cards now. The game is afoot, and the foot is a game. As they all say, for some reason. Yeah. And then that should be pushing in a bunch of stuff. You effed up and forgot plastic on red chips, hence the early end. Oh no, are you trying to like do some speedrun and stuff? Is that what's happening? If so, yeah, that would explain an early end. Ain't nothing worse than messing up your speedrun. Are you doing speedrunning? Oh, he is? Ah, yeah, okay. See, any speedrunning I've done... Oh, wait, no, crap, no, shit. Okay, that's all gone out the window. Any speedrun I've done, if it goes that wrong, I just would blame Splee. Even though this is a no blame stream, I would blame Splee on that. Because duos... can. Okay, so we're burning coke gas and what's the other thing? Methane. Hopefully those two don't interact. But I'm pretty sure the game doesn't work that way. Always blame chat, else you're not a good speedrunner. I don't blame chat because chat gives me advice. And it's my choice for picking it. If I take chat's advice and it's bad advice, that's my fault in being a bad streamer. Not chat's fault for advising it. I guess I'll never be a good speedrunner. I'll always be a bad speedrunner if I can't blame chat. I understand what I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'll never be a good speedrunner. That's okay. You should blame chat for not noticing plastic was missing. That's your fault, bro. As hard as it is to hear that, that's your fault, I'm afraid. Okay. You're busy at work? No, don't you worry about it. Oh, right, you're saying to him. Then absolutely worry about it. Did I have a train somewhere? Or did I pick it up? I must have picked it up. And I will now dream. Get a train stuck for a good half hour because I didn't realize. Is tin still not coming through enough? I mean, admittedly, half of it is going into a train that doesn't really need it. I think what I'm going to do for now is output priority that way. I'm going to regret this later, but for now, I'm pretty happy with the idea. Yes, this is good. This is good. This is where I wanted to be. Another jaw crusher. And then we can go back to actually doing what we're supposed to be doing today. Dealing with gas. Did I deal with the gas? I dealt with the gas. We can delete that. I like how I'm putting like new things to remind me to do something and then I just do it immediately. It turns out waiting is the wrong idea. Like I put it there because I think I'm not going to deal with it now and then I realize, oh, that is actually a pressing issue that does need to be fixed now. That has happened a lot lately. Cargo wagons. Can I grab 2 stacks of cargo wagons, please? Actually, put that one back. Okay. Door crushers. There's steam engines, small parts, and iron plates. Got it. Small parts, easy. Iron plates. I forgot what I needed. Steam engines is iron plates. Okay. Jaw crusher. Oh wow, that coke oven gas is kind of decreasing. That's scary. Yeah, if I was doing a more biofuel factory, a lot of these logs would turn into compost and thus turn into power. But we're not doing that. Not right now. We might do it in the future. I haven't really decided. The compost thing was a really fun sort of side project, but I think I'd be better off working with a coal factory and getting salt that way. Okay. It's progress. Oh, can we have more robots? I would love more robots. All we're lacking is battery and steel. Do I have steel? I do. Let's make more robots. for robots. So for those of you who are wondering why I'm a cat today and not a person, I will show you why. Go to the camera. It's because my light up there, the light switch is broken, and I can't turn on my light, so instead I'm just sitting here in the dark. It's very ambient. If I want to tell a scary story, this is how you do it. Once there was a Factorio streamer who was doing a speed run, and while he was working on a speed run, he realized he forgot the plastic in his red circuits. And sometimes, if you listen carefully, you can still hear him typing in chat about how he would have achieved his best time. It's a scary story because it's true. The scariest stories always are the true ones, though, aren't they? Don't make you take the gloves off. Look, man, I'm not having a actual go at you. I'm trying to sympathize, if that makes sense. It actually sounds like I'm making fun of you. I can see that now. It's a scary story, man. It is a scary story. It is something that no speedrunner wants to realize. No one wants a failed run. You'd rather a run that was like a little slow than a failed run. So, no, you know what? I'm not having a go. It just sounds like I am. I swear I'm your mum. Too late, it's war. Oh shit. I was wondering when I was going to get a stream rivalry. Here it is. What shall it be? Pistols at 10 paces. Who can hit someone with a train faster in Factorio? The war is firing trains at each other. I mean, if you are. Factorio starting pistols at dawn. Like real dawn or like in-game dawn? Because you know, I think our dawns at different times. We're gonna get that shit locked down. Ah, it's funny. This little station should be called Privacy. Is the name of this station. I don't know why that's the name of the station, but it is. Wait, hang on. Why did we bring more? We already had enough. Can you stop, please? For the love of God. No, wait. Hang on. Come back. Come back. Come back. I've just realized I've made a mistake. Come back. We do actually need to empty it out. It has to go that far for a loop. That's tragic. Because if I let that train go, it's going to get jammed somewhere, so I actually do need it to return. Yeah, I'd be up for Factorio starting pistols at dawn. I'm just saying, when was the last time I got shot by someone? It's been a while. For what I hope are obvious reasons. Like, for one, I've never been shot at. That is the obvious reason. Okay. Equipment. Equipment chassis. What I'm going to do, kind of a weird way of doing it, but I can do it this way. Maybe I was shot at some point and they missed. I mean, I suppose it's technically possible. Not a lot of guns in this country, so... But yeah, I suppose it's possible. Someone could have shot at me and missed. I would certainly hope not, but... I'd hope that they didn't shoot at me rather than I certainly hope they wouldn't miss. Come on guys, am I not even good enough to shoot at? So rude. SeiferKatt does not want to be shot at. Except in the game. In the game he doesn't really care that much. Seifer was quicker on the draw. Aw, damn. I'm just shooting people down on the street now. I forgot how cool I was. You know, assuming that street murder is a cool thing to do. Which, of course, it is. Bit of street murder for you, you know? Just a little casual street murdering. Where are we getting hot air from? Can we steal your hot air? We're gonna steal your hot air. Took a turn. Took a turn for the truth. No, I've never shot at anyone. Guns scare the shit out of me, to be honest. I've never held a gun. The concept of a gun scares me. You ever did paintball? Nope. Never did paintball. I mean, I've held toy guns, of course, like... But like a gun that actually fires like a thing that is designed to hit a person in a militaristic sense? No. You fired a rifle? Did you have to do like mandatory service? You had to do mandatory service, right? That makes sense. Of course you. Then of course you would have had to fire a gun. Like, welcome to mandatory service. Here you will learn to never fire a gun because guns are scary. Fired someone at a civilian range too. Jeez, man, you're not supposed to shoot at the civilian range. Shit's expensive. Why do you make the military pay for it? Sorry, I really like the implication there that you were shooting at civilians. Not actually, I don't like that implication at all. Thinks what he says, then realizes what he said and was like, oh, actually, not okay. Look, civilians are using guns again. Open fire! That'll teach him. What I might do is just put a little tank of molten glass just around here. It's good to just have a tank of molten glass in your back pocket. Refuses to explain. Okay. Just a little tank of molten glass there. Okay, that'll fill itself up eventually. Okay, boron trioxide, we have that over here. I'm standing on the train tracks. Come on, Seif, you know you shouldn't do that. That's how you die. I don't think I've died to the trains yet. Might be a record. I mean, to be fair, in Pi, not dying to trains for the first 50 hours isn't that exactly that impressive a record. You don't have trains. Unless you're real fast. Which I'm moderately fast, but I'm not that fast. So we need a fuel. What do we have as a fuel? These use the acetylene. Which I don't know how much of that we really want to use. That doesn't burn shit, that doesn't burn shit, that doesn't burn shit. There's nothing burns shit anymore. That's the problem with kids these days, they just don't burn shit. A kid, but at the same time, I remember at school, burning shit was like the height of entertainment for some kids. I was never a burning shit kid, but I mean that doesn't surprise anyone who knows me. That wouldn't surprise them because I'm like I wouldn't break the law. I wouldn't burn shit. That seems dangerous. My mum and dad would be upset with me if I was burning stuff. So I didn't do it. Don't want to upset my parents, you know, especially not when I was a kid. These days, you know, what happens happens. Now it's don't upset my wife, which, you know, I fail on a regular basis, but that's more just because I think I'm funnier than I actually am. That's the real problem, thinking I'm funny. Gotta stop that. Get rid of some of this crap that I don't want. Okay, and then burn that. Great. Okay. Rotate the train. And then we go and get that connected to the glass, I suppose. And then we have the first thing. We need to get rubber as well, actually, I forgot about that. That might not be a super easy thing to get. 90 rubber per minute. Rubber per minute could actually be more difficult to get than anything else. If I can believe that. I feel like these should be closer together. And now they are. I was trying to be clever, and I failed. That'll teach me. Never try to be clever. Especially not when you're SeiferKatt. Being clever just makes you look silly. Why did they not oh, well, we need some lights over here. My goodness gracious. Something really funny, because I try not to swear in front of my kid, because of course, you try not to, right? You don't really want your kid swearing, because then people will judge you as a parent. So I try not to swear, but I do still like, you know, I say it on stream as well, goodness gracious. And then he just repeats, goodness gracious. And I'm like, oh, see, this is why you don't swear, because you just immediately copy saying goodness gracious. I'm like, yep, see, that you would have picked that up. The ultimate trick. You ever swear in front of your kid or in front of chat, because they both learn from you. And you never want chat to learn your bad language, or they'll repeat it in the form of quotes. Or clips. Or clips, that's a valid point. Clips is also a normal way that chat will repeat me and learn bad words. That over there. Is it still that ridiculous? I mean, I'm almost at 100 hours and I am up to and there's this much left to do. So yeah, I think it's exactly this ridiculous. Like, I'm working on logistic, which is the third science. Yeah, I think it's exactly that ridiculous still. I mean, I'm having fun. I also remind everyone that after this science pack, I do reserve the right to stop. If I want to stop, I'm allowed to make that choice at the end of each science pack. Because maybe I'm not having fun anymore. However, this is not the science pack where I'm going to quit, because I am still having a lot of fun. But I just want to remind people this run may not be 100% completed, just in case someone gets upset about that possibility. I don't intend to stop early, but if I'm like hour 600 out of 1,000 and I'm not having fun, then I will not punish myself to keep playing just because I'm streaming it. Because I don't want to physically hurt myself, you know? Or mentally hurt myself. I guess it wouldn't physically hurt me, but you know what I mean. That was never connected, which is kind of funny. The power button, it's just a matter of clicking it. Oh, the power button to like stop the stream? Absolutely. I think it would be a foolish idea to think that, oh, I'm streaming this and people are enjoying it, I need to, or the power of the computer, exactly. My son has hit that before. He was just around my computer and he just like pressed the power button and I'm just like, okay, that's a kid for you. He gonna do that. Wasn't mad. I was just like, okay. He didn't mean to. Your old cat did that walk on top of the case. Hilarious. Cats, right? Okay. Uh, I got bioflux out that side. Not bioflux, sorry. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. Biomass. Yes. And let's take that up a little bit more. Take that to 8,000. How much does this hold? 30,000. Okay, well then, go up to 18,000. Screw it. I think I picked up barrels there by mistake as well. I don't really want those. Everything should be constantly moving, and I don't know why it's not. Why is that jammed? I imagine I'll figure out why that's oh, it's because I don't need any Velrooks anymore. Or Varrooks, rather. Because we've got a huge tank of formic acid, we don't need that. Our meat storage is full, everything is just full, we don't need it right now. Okay, well, that's fine. They still making batteries? No, we ran out of lead antimony. What? We had two different things now, how did it still run out? We ran out of plastic, didn't we? Yeah. How's that doing, by the way? Not super quickly. Do we not have another way to make plastic yet? Do we not have another way to make plastic? Oh shit, we don't. Sorry, language. Oh dang yo. We still make it out of aromatics and syngas. Okay, with aromatics is something we're short on anyway. Ugh, okay, that's fine. I think that's something that needs to be fixed at some point. Okay. Thank you. And that is my science equipment. What's it called? I don't even know. Laboratory instrument. Oh, we need small parts as well. I don't know why I'm doing it with the old stuff, but it just seems right. I would like to have a pump here. Just so that way I will have a little bit more of a supply. Did I do the same thing with glass? I did, yes. I'd like to do a similar thing with hot gas. Just so that way we have a bit extra supply just in case something fails for a bit. Small parts, yes. I think we're going to move that down there. Small parts are over here. And then when we finally get the whatchamacallits, circuit boards in here, then we will have the first part of the science. Maybe the second part, batteries already exist. Like, the batteries are already done. I'll have the first part of whatever the hell it is that I'm making right now. What is it that I'm making? This is level 3, okay. The solidified sarcoris. Sarcoris? Okay. For what it's worth, that was the part that required the most ingredients. So that's actually one of the harder parts of this. And for what it's worth, this is actually the hardest thing we're making first. Because the animal sample is just going to be made out of these things. This is going to be a little bit of a pain, but whatevs, we'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. And then what we'll do, finally... Sorry, for some reason I thought going would be a good idea. Great dialogue. I was wrong. I am never ashamed to admit when I'm wrong with something. I'm wrong so often, so you know, if I was ashamed of it, then I would have real problems. I have many flaws, but admitting I am wrong when I'm wrong is not one of them. Provide only. We are never making that much. And that's going to be called Lab Thick. Yes. Okay. We have a train stuck here. What? Where are you going? Why are you here? Oh, I know why you're here. Because that's set to... That isn't it. You've got 400. Why are you not going anywhere? I leave a train somewhere on this line. I just... Okay. It was my fault. I understand. Let's go see if we can plant some flowers real quick. We need to go get some more plantations. And then I wonder if it's almost time for the secret science base. Please look away. It may very well be time for that after that. These are... Huh. Oh wait. Oh yeah, they are. They're doing better. Nice. So what I'll do now is I'm going to... Now that it's actually becoming more and more plausible this is actually a thing that's happening, might put a box down and just fill the box with flowers. It's okay. Oh. So I still need... I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so basically that 69 minus 11 is 58. Nope. Yes. Don't need that or that or that or that. Need 58 more plantations. Yeah, no, just a casual 58, don't worry about it. So we'll get the 58 plantations, and then we'll start working on making the cotton guts. How do I want to do this? Let's just go this way. So, plantations. What the hell do they need? And we need 50 of them. That's a lot of glass we're requesting. A lot of everything, actually. Okay. This seems like the case where I'm going to make a box. Big box. There it goes. What are we stuffing it? With the drones. So, let's say, hypothetically, let's go plantations, so that way we can bring it up quickly. Okay, we need lamps. How many lamps can we get? That's not enough lamps. More lamps. Steam engines, yep. Oh, actually, go get soil and the other thing. Go get a bunch of soil. And glass. That's actually pretty good. Circuit boards could be a problem. Treated wood is not a problem, I know, because I've been storing that for a while. Small parts, I've got plenty of those around. Duralumin, we have plenty of that around. Iron plates, circuit boards, yep. Just grab a bunch of stuff, see what happens. We are still not quite to the point that we are storing stuff, which is a bit of a shame. Into metallics and treated wood. I've been storing my treated wood. Into metallics, we should have tons of that. Because we had a big box and we just said fill it up. And by big box I mean just a iron chest apparently. Not a huge box, but a box. And then some steam engines. And then big box. 4 lamps. Big box. What was the thing in Metal Gear Solid 2? What was it called? It had a dumb name. What was the thing from Metal Gear Solid that had a dumb name? Big Shell. Big Shell. Metal Gear is a funny answer to that question as well, actually. I'll give you that. What was that dumb name? It was Metal Gear. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Metal Gear. I played Metal Gear Solid 2 and swore to never play another Metal Gear Solid game. And so far I've kept to that promise. I made myself a promise on that day, and I have kept that promise. You can tell me Metal Gear Solid is way better after Metal Gear 2. You can tell me, oh man, play Metal Gear Solid 3. It's good shit. Yeah? Don't care. Do not care. Will not play it. Absolutely refuse. Yeah, I played Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. I'm the same. I played those two, and that's it. Metal Gear Solid 3, you didn't 2? Oh, I didn't play Metal Gear Solid 3 because I refused. So I played Metal Gear Solid 1 like 4 or 5 times. Like, I played it a lot. And then I was like, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 is finally out on the Xbox, because I never had a PlayStation 2 at that time. And I played it and I was just disappointed. I was like, well, maybe it was just like Metal Gear Solid 2 was bad and I should just play Metal Gear Solid 1 again. And I played like a decent amount of Metal Gear Solid 1 and went, no, this game is bad as well. Oh, Metal Gear Solid just sucks, and I didn't play it ever again. Now, you can argue with me and say Metal Gear Solid doesn't suck. And you know what? I think you'd be right. I don't think it does suck. I think Metal Gear Solid is a fine game, but it's not for me. And I think that's probably the most important part of this story. That and looking at the camera going, Metal Gear! I still haven't updated my fush. I don't know when I will update my fush either. I got new glasses and they're not sitting quite how I used to have my old ones. Strange. Kojima has fun with that game? What, Metal Gear? Yeah. Kojima I don't know how I feel about. He's a weird dude. But at the same time, he's so progressive, but he's also a weird dude. He's like oddly progressive and sexist at the same time, and I don't know how I feel about that. I think I read the comment that it's like, yeah, he's actually like trying to be really progressive, but at the same time, he's like, hee hee, boobies bounce. Yeah. It's like, part of him is still like high school, and the other part of him is like, no, I'm trying to tell a deep story. And this is a deeply flawed character with real motivations that I think, you know, everyone can really understand. And then he's like, hee hee hee. Okay. We're going to grab one of these. And I'm going to put this... Yeah. Put all my stuff in there. Pick my robots up. Take that. Take all my stuff. And I'm going to give this a name of... Racia. That way I remember what I'm doing. There we go. Nameplates! I love them! They're actually really cool. I don't know why I haven't used them before. Okay. What was I doing with these? Oh, I was doing some more LCA growing. Woo! So anyway, when I get that up and running, it'll just be making more plants, and it'll just... I think it's going to be really good once it gets going, because I have intentionally growing... I'm intentionally growing more than I needed to, because I felt like that was a good idea to do. And I think I'm still absolutely 100% correct on that. So we got 23. Still not nearly as many as I think I needed, but whatever. They will plant their plants. You put your flowers where you can. So they're very slowly growing, but they are growing. What really matters. And they'll just keep growing flowers faster and faster as we do this. Like, some of them are going quite slowly, but that's okay. The point is, it just needs to be done. Okay, so, now that we've done that for a little bit, I think we take a bit of a break. I think it is time... I don't want to do this, but... It's time to make cotton guts. Where the hell do we get sodium hydroxide from? Saline water. Oh, of course we do. Okay. So. We need cotton gut studs. Okay. Now, I think one stud is enough in this case. So, it's time to go to the secret research, secret science base. I believe is here, yes. Way. Which probably just easier to... that way. Yep. All right. Secret science time. We must play God. Which God, though? It really depends. Which God must we play? Always hold your bots. Okay, 5 biosamples. Let's start getting generic earth samples. I suppose that's probably more useful. More useful than anywhere else we can start. Okay, I've got my tools for making science. We need some titanium, I think. And now also, we don't want you having that many. Okay. Is there any titanium in my stores? No. What? No? How was I not carrying any titanium around? I'm legitimately surprised and scared. Yeah. Fine. I've never known fear quite like this. Got some optical sets, that's nice. Okay. So that'll make 5 of those. That's good. We need 6 of those. Okay, well that's fine, we just put another one in. Boop. There we go. Biosamples, we're going to be making those aplenty. Do not fret about those. Back, we need cDNA. We need retroviruses. Okay, how many retroviruses do we need? We need 5, I think. 3 cDNA. Oh, we only need 3 retroviruses. Okay. And that's... Oh, hey, we've already got some gene. Okay, probably need to fix that in a second. Focus, SeiferKatt, why can't you focus? Is this a problem you have in real life? Unfortunately, yes. Clab. Rubber. Okay. Rubber. Really newer. How many creature chambers are filled with cats? None, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm as disappointed as you are on that realization. Charming question, though. Maholic, he's an absolute charmer. Are these boxes just cats lurkers paradises? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You're probably right, too. Oh god, I just don't have the rubber for this. Really trying, but the aromatics we need is just so high. Ah, fine. It's fine, he said dejectedly, knowing it will never truly be fine. That's reasonably deep. Oh, melamine though. I can't make melamine. Are you freaking serious with those numbers? I need to actually make science pack 1s again in this. Okay. Like, I don't think my science pack 1s are sufficient anymore. Oh god, you know what the really hard part is? I don't think they were ever sufficient. Oh, we need more hot air. My air is cooled down. Okay, let's go get some rocks. Go heat some rocks. Yeah, Mahalik, you're right. I should have, all my boxes should be filled with cats. You are correct. I've let the entire internet down. I am just a failure. I'd be upset if I wasn't surprised, but if I was surprised, but I'm not surprised. We all saw it coming. One day we'll label the boxes too. I don't think so. I think now you're just asking a little bit too much of me. There's my rocks. Right, okay. Because of my shortage of lead antimony is short for many reasons. Can you please heat up my rocks? I'm disappointed that my rocks are simply not hot enough. Ooh, wait. I'm sorry. There's a hot stone brick? A warm stone brick and a warmer stone brick. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that bricks could be several states of warmness. Wow. I have 25 bricks. We'll probably have to do. And now that we've stolen 25 warm bricks, we need to donate 25 bricks. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I lost count of bricks. That's probably fine. I think it was only 20 actually. It's alright, I don't need to count bricks, only meows. Hashtag join my only meows. I don't know if I'm comfortable having an only meows. Yeah. Uh... Can I get some steel? Solburn wants to take Top Cat. How long did Happy Hopper hold it for? Hang on a second, let me just check this first. Someone probably already knows the answer to this. Oh, Solburn knew the answer to this. Not only is delayed subscriber, Solburn also... You know, Solburn, I missed the dash. I was thinking about that the other day. I was cleaning dishes and I was thinking about you and I remembered the dash. You were so dash burn. Anyway, I've also increased the price. Welcome to the realm of Top Cat. Is where you belong. Truly. Plasmids. Oh no. We only have one. We need more apparently. Well, those two are going to help us. Maybe someone would sponsor. I mean, that's always possible. There's always a chance that the sponsoring could continue. I don't honestly know how I feel about the sponsoring in the first place, but you know what? It's not up to me. One could argue it's entirely up to me, but... Oh, you're taking my things. Okay. Cotton guts. We need to get some codexes. Force on Steam elements for the joke. It's not. It's just simply not. Mouse DNA. Oh god, okay, we need to go get some cotton guts codices very soon. Ow, sorry. You know what? It can only be donated to someone who's actually able to receive it. You can't give Top Cat to a nebulous entity. Or a bot. Because we all know how we feel about bots. And by we, I mean just me, really. We need more laboratory equipment, and I don't think we've got any of it available. Okay. But if I can find 3 lab equipments... If I can find 1 lab equipment... That means you can't get it, you're a bot. I don't think you are a bot, I think you have a bot. I wrote something? Maybe? What do you mean? Okay, and then we just go to the ground with tiles. I wrote nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Please look away. Yeah, it's secret science base. Please look away. Also, stations can be named as a channel point reward. But that one I named myself because I was thinking about sheep in the big city, which is raised stream quality was attained. PNG tuber for the win. Yeah, I mean, we have the PNG tuber. I can't go into full Seif mode right now because I'm in the dark and I don't like it right now. So we're going to be a cat until my light's fixed, which will be next stream. I'll be back being my normal self. Because then an electrician's going to fix my light. You know what I mean? Gonna fix my light hard. Okay, so that's going to do that. Now we need the codex. It would be fitting lighting for Darkest Dungeon. That is true. I've also, just so you know, I got 3 cats. Don't forget this. So I'll show you the second cat, because if you haven't seen it before, this is my engineering cat, but we also have, where's my other cat? How do I use this program? Where's my other cats? Oh, there we go. We've also got Cowboy Cat. So I can also be a cowboy. That's also important. Not relevant here, but there is also a Happy New Year in September. So there's also Cowboy Cat, but there is a mysterious third cat that I haven't shown yet, and that would be used for Darkest Dungeon because it's not a cowboy or an engineer. In Tishrei? Oh, happy birthday in Tishrei. Happy birthday, sorry, happy New Year, sorry. I got confused. Look, celebrations abounds. God damn it. This is the start of the Jewish New Year. I didn't know that. Well, Happy New Year. You looked at the secret science base. It's the one that specifically asked you to please look away. I say please, and you're like, I'm going to look at the base. Seriously. What is even the point of being polite if you can't even just follow basic instruction? I tell you. I ask you. We call it Hit of the Year. Okay. I didn't know that. That's cool. I didn't know your New Year was in a different place. Gay! Sorry. I believe that's a mushroom. We need one more cotton gut. It's common to eat apple and honey. Your year is as sweet as honey, and so is your apple. It's not common to eat fish heads, so we'll be to heads and not to tails. Most people don't. No. No offense, bro. I ain't going to either. I'm not. I ain't going to eat no fish heads. Okay. So that one of these codices goes in there. My mouse DNA. Okay. And then another one goes into here. And we just need to get the biosamples and water. Okay, I don't know why we've got 2 of those. Man, I have no New Year's traditions. I feel like I've clearly messed up somewhere along the line on that one. Okay, so that's going to sample my mouse. Yeah, we have 2 days off. So we have 2 days off for New Year's. We have 2 New Year's holidays. We have New Year's Day, and possibly my second favorite holiday name, which is day after New Year's Day. And you say, well, hang on, if that's your second favorite holiday, what is your favorite holiday? And I'll tell you, it's day after New Year's Day observed. That's my favorite holiday. Day after New Year's Day observed is my favorite holiday. And it always will be. So if day after New Year's Day falls on a Saturday or Sunday, you still get your day off. So it's officially day after New Year's Day observed. And so sometimes, this is my favorite thing, on Friday you get New Year's, like, so Thursday 31st of December, right? So, no. If Thursday is the 31st of December, on Friday is New Year's Day. And then 2 days later, you get day after New Year's Day observed. So the day after New Year's Day is actually 2 or 3 days after New Year's Day, which is so good, because it's so funny. That's why it's my favorite holiday, because it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Virtual Thief? Yeah, I can be Virtual Thief. Sometimes I just need to be a cat, like today. Today I need to be a cat because I have no light in my room. I do, I have a little bit of light in my room. But now I'm all spooky and shit. So I'll be a cat. Oh, I left my robots behind. Alright, so now we need to breed cotton guts. Okay, so cotton guts eat Alcea seeds and tree seeds. Okay, okay. And moondrops. Do the studs want moondrops as well? Of course they do. Okay, so I think what we're going to do now is make the moondrops. What was the pressurized water for? Ah, the subcritical water. Okay, don't need that right now. Okay, so where are we going to do this? I think over here looks like a good place. It's near water. Basic exploration 0.7. Really? Wowzers. You know what? Over here actually looks best. It's near water. A big open space. Oh wow, you're both trying to beat each other to the punch that one. What's so good about 0.7? What do we add? What do we add in 0.7? Oh yeah, is it 2.0 accessible? That's a good question. The SpaceX is back in 2.0. Damn, that's going to make a lot of people really happy. It's stable, finishable, but probably still buggy. Okay, well, I mean, I'm really happy for people because I know people really love SpaceX. I enjoyed SpaceX. Sorry, Space Exploration. Don't call it SpaceX. SpaceX is a different mod pack. A 2.0. It's funny. Until we have plastic, we have a little bit of a problem here. Actually, can you go empty your cargo? Please. I don't know if that's really going to help us that much, but it will generate some stuff. Placeables actually has never been that useful for me, I think. I think you'll start to. Flowers are doing so well. Oh, I'm so proud of my flowers. Okay, so the first thing I want is 64 moondrop orchids. Okay. What does that look like? What does that actually look like? First of all, let's tick that off because that's done. That's one of the bigger things. I mean, the cotton guts is also going to be quite a lot as well, but what fuel am I using for glass melting? Good question. I don't actually know. I'm using Estylene. Probably saying it wrong. Why? Because it was in supply and it doesn't seem to be running out, so it seems to be fine. And so long as it's working, it should be fine. Okay. It's full version. I want 64 of these, so... Out of curiosity, do I have like a moondrop turd? What a weird question to ask. Yes, I've already selected it. Okay, well, there you go. It also might mean that... Oh, hell. That means everything's gonna... It's the hot topic of the day, really, isn't it? Oh, we don't need to do it that way. We'll do it this way. If I do that, will it connect? Not quite. What about now? That will connect. Okay, cool. Got a couple of lights in there. Water is not pass-throughable. That's kind of annoying, but what ifs. And then we also need to... So, seeds come in, moondrop go out. Got it. Would that connect? Yeah, it connects. Cool. And then we do the similar thing on the other side. Cool. So that's 4. Have I missed anything particularly urgent? No. So that's 8, 12, 16. I have missed something. It's the actual builds. Right? So that's 16. I mean, I want 64, right? This is going to be a dumb question, but 64 divided by 16 is 4. So if I did another one of these, turn width invested in doesn't seem too impactful. It can be. I don't really know. I can't really answer that question too well right now, but I mean, I can see how it could be useful. It really depends. Like, some of them are, some of them aren't. My logic is if it actually gives me a different resource, it's probably more useful. But you've also got to consider what you are losing out on for having that resource. I can't really answer that question, I'm afraid, to a full extent. I don't have enough experience in this mod. But, I mean, I'm really enjoying the making methane part of Moondrops. I think that's been pretty good. That's been helping me a lot, because I like making methane. So that's 64 of those, more or less. They want to eat the Moondrops. Okay. Yeah, I think I got a little bit too excited about the turds a little too early, so this time I'm going to wait. It doesn't seem very well balanced. I mean, you know, I don't think it needs to be. Not everything in the world needs to be balanced, especially not in a single player game. Balance is a lot more required in multiplayer games, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, I'm going to be holding off on the turds a little bit more than just taking them the second I get them, because I feel like I turded too quickly last time. I gotta slow down my turds. I got too excited about turds. As we all do. I think we all get a little excited about turds. And we're just gonna calm it down, you know. And the other important thing is, it's funny to say. I don't think we consider that enough. So we've got currently 2 unselected turds. We've got Moss Farms upgrades, which with adding chlorinated water gives you more moss, which is fine. But then you need chlorinated water in all your moss, which is annoying. We've got... You get coarse fraction as well. I don't know what I want coarse fraction for, but okay, thanks. Increases pollution, not that I care. You can turn moss and refined syngas and muddy sludge into syngas. That's cool. Moss, refined natural gas, carbon dioxide into natural gas. But you also need to add a bioreactor when building them. Not a big deal, but it's a thing. And high density culture is just... You don't need the muddy sludge anymore. Yeah. Sure. I don't really care that much. Muddy sludge is not really a problem. Oh, I think this is funny. Like, so some of them require make course fraction, and when they require you to... get added on higher tiers. Oh, for the bioreactor. Wow, you're right. I wasn't that excited about that one though. Um, None of them really excite me that much for moss though, to be fair. Maybe the coarse fraction does, but I don't actually know what I want coarse fraction for. What good is coarse fraction? Oh, it's used in quite a few things. Can we use the one I prefer to use? Thanks. Fraction. You can use it to make tar. Okay, you can use it to make a strange number of native flora. How do we make coarse fraction? Probably the real question. Iron sticks. Iron fraction can just be made from water? Yeah, if iron fraction can just be made from water, then that... I'm not seeing... Oh, soil, of course. When's that happening? Already. Oh, okay. So we can make soil and make coarse fraction. The coarse fraction is all... Okay. It's free resources. So I'm not that excited about making coarse fraction that way. It's just an easier way to do it. But it's not required, so... maybe not. My robots to get this part completed. So I don't really know what I want to do with the moss. You have a personal favourite on moss, but that's really personal preference. What is your favourite, Simrock? No muddy water. I guess it does make it, like, so you don't have to worry about pipes through there. Yeah, I can see it being useful. I mean, all of them are useful to some degree. I don't think the coarse fraction is the one that is setting fire in my loins. Oh yeah, making muddy water is kind of annoying, isn't it? Because I've got that over here. It's one more resource that can jam up too, isn't it? And think, if it wasn't like this, I could have put these closer together. Yeah, actually. I do feel that. It could have been quite compact without that. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so what we're going to do next session, we are going to call it here. We are going to... Where are we getting this biomass from? Does anyone have a plan for that? No. Just didn't have a plan for the biomass, huh? What if I go out of moon drops? Nope. What if I just made it out of trees? Trees, son. See, I mean, it's only 10 trees a minute. That's actually quite doable. I did, because every time I say it now, I think of you saying it. You refine gas? Interesting. That's not a bad idea, too. Look at all these orgs that we're not using. Oh, we're making batteries again. Nice. Funnily enough, when this is going, I'm making methane and the coal gas. The two of them depend on each other. I had not considered that at the time. That's really funny. They're not independent. So when one jams up, the other one's already jammed up as well. That's annoying as hell. Where's that going? You know that black smoke means good stuff's happening. Clouds are made in the Industrial Revolution, as we know. This mod is about Deadlock's classic. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, but look, when it really comes down to it today, we didn't do a lot, but we did quite a bit. We made the laboratory instruments. In theory, they're not actually being made yet, but they can be made. And that's a pretty big deal. Science is pretty slow at the moment because plastic is shite. Why is that yellow? What is going on there? There's a transport belt right there. What? Thought of a factory which has several floors, and the bottom floor takes fruit and makes jam out of it. What? So you have people from the top calling pump up the jam. No. No. Actually, it's pretty good. I like it. Pump up the jam. You know what? It just annoys me because that bloody Philomena Kunk. Every time Pump Up the Jam came up, I was just like, oh my god, not again. Let's pump up the jam. Anyway, that's enough of my personal trauma. How's yours? Thank you everyone for being here. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you're new here, please do consider following. I would appreciate it. But you do what makes you feel comfortable. You know, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I appreciate you being here all the same. I will next be streaming on Thursday, doing more of the same. And by then, I'll have lights. So that's going to be cool. I hope so. The electrician comes in, he's like, nah, nothing can be done. You know, actually the lighting's not bad like this, now that I'm looking at it seriously. It's not terrible. Okay. What's up with my hair, though? Very... something. All my hair is on the other side. What? Go over there. What? I'm so confused. My hair is not balanced. Just like my belts. Anyway, yeah, see if it's bald. A little bit. My dad was bald at like 35, so it could happen. The hair balance, so yes. It'll go like this, and then like that. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt is where you can post VODs. Where you can post VODs? That's not how things work at all. So where I post VODs when I get around to it, which I don't. I've got hours of content that need to get uploaded. Mostly of this. This whole stream, this whole session isn't up there yet, but it needs to get there. Discord, where you can find me outside my regular streaming time. And with that, I wish you all. You look at me, I post the VODs now. Thanks, Zoe. Someone needs to. And with that, I wish everyone a good night. Take care, and I'll see you all when I next see you. Bye!